let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. OTF Vonni's father snitched on his own son. What? This can't be real. This can't. This gotta be a joke. This gotta be a joke. This what? What? You tuned in to the 7-Day Theory. Hard body, hard spirit. What up, my people? You tuned into the 7-Day Theory. Hard body, hard spirit. Check this. This is plot twist on plot twist on plot twist. So we all know OTF Vonni. He was arrested with Lil Durk. He is accused of setting up. If y'all don't know, he's in jail right now. He's in jail right now on charges of conspiracy for murder, right? For Lil Pap, Quando Rondo's cousin. If y'all don't know, he was the main orchestrator of the hit. He bought plane tickets, hotel. He had the card that Lil Durk supposedly gave him, the hotel rooms, all this stuff. He set up all of this, the rental cars. He was the guy. He was Lil Durk's right hand man, allegedly, for setting up this plot. Now, supposedly, I don't even think his father is facing any charges, but what his father is saying, he just came out, he might be facing charges, I'm not sure, but his father came out and gave information that nobody even asked for. like he is trying, if you ever, like, this is Cain and Abel type of betrayal. This is like biblical betrayal. This is like the worst thing you could think, one of the worst things you could think to do to one of your kids. This man done did it all. First of all, for one, he's a street guy. If y'all don't know, OTF Vonni's father, he was a street dude, right? So all that, street dude. He raised his sons like that. Now, already right there, you failing. Because for one, for people trying to make a way from their family, provide for their family, that's one thing. If you go into a legal business, right, for yourself, and trying to provide for your family, while it's other means to get money, some people only know that, or they only want to go that route, right? And we all know the negative stuff that comes with that route. But you should be doing that so your kids don't gotta do that. You understand? Like, Hov did that, so hopefully you won't have to go through that, right? Hov said that. Like, if you in the streets, hopefully you're gonna steer your kids away from the streets and not the selling narcotics. But even just the fact that you are doing that, your kids is gonna see it, and that's something that they can emulate because they're seeing their father do it. The man that they live with, maybe live with, or they look up to, that you're their hero, and they're gonna try to be like you. So even you just doing that is really putting your child at risk for them being the same thing, because they so close to it, and the person they look up to is. They're going to want to emulate that. It's just a natural thing kids do, especially fathers and sons, right? So, you didn't steer your kids away from it. Now that your kids is in it and you're involved with them in the streets, he alleges that OTF Vonni took him. I don't know if he was aware of it or not at the time. I'm pretty sure he had to be aware of it, because how else would he know? That he took him, and OTF Vonni and his father went and paid for the hit on King Von, allegedly. Him and his father both went and paid the money, paid for this hit together. That's how he knows about this. Now, for one, let's get this out there. For one, we did not know that this was a setup or a hit in any way. And I still don't know if I believe that. Like, he could just be saying all this just to say it, to try to get himself out of something. Because, for one, how did they know that King Von would even swing on Quando Rondo? For one, they didn't know that he was gonna guarantee swing on him, and for two, and then to get him at the same place at the same time, and then to pay the other side to backdoor him. That is why, like, that's some diabolical on diabolical. It's not your people doing the hit. You paying the ops to do the hit. So it really, for all intents and purposes, it looked like it was just a self-defense. Well, kind of self-defense. It looked like it was Lil Tim protecting and shooting at King Von because which was like a spontaneous thing. It didn't look like no hit at all, right? But with this news, it does kind of point to the fact of how Lil Tim was so quick to shoot King Von. Because think of it, that's the only part that I think that this could be a little grain of truth in this. Because look, King Von went up to Quando Rondo and he fought him. It was a one-on-one fight. Nobody jumped in, but Quando Rondo was losing. But okay, there's a winner and a loser in every fight. He didn't have to. He could have, like, Lil Tim could have jumped in a fight and swung his fist instead of shooting, right? He could have did that because there was no guns drawn. Lil Tim was the first person to pull his gun. So for him to automatically go to, oh, I'm shooting him, that kind of points to the fact that, okay, maybe this was a hired hit. Maybe this was, because like, I've been saying this, like, for somebody to react, like, you can't say how people are going to react when you assault them in any way. If you punch somebody, you can't say, oh, well, you can't use a knife because I just punched you. But like, you expect equal combat. You know, I mean, that's what you expect, right? But that, and like I said, there's no rules in a street fight, so anything goes. But he did answer with deadly violence to what was just a street fight, a simple street fight. So that's the only thing that I'm pointing to, that where it could be true, is that the reason why Lil Tim was so quick to pull that trigger to shoot King Von, was because he was hired. He was paid to do that. That's the only little thing that I'm seeing that this could be true, because for all intents and purposes, everybody thought this was just a random event that, all right, they just so happened to see each other, they had beef, whatever a little bit, and Lil Tim pulled out trying to protect his friend, right? And he ultimately got self-defense. He ultimately got off on it, which is, I think, is crazy, because his life wasn't in danger. So why is if your life ain't in danger, why is you, even if you is security, why is you going to deadly force to a street fight and your life wasn't in danger? So how you got self-defense, I don't know how that worked. That's crazy to me. I think he should have got something for that. Because nobody was hitting Lil Tim, nobody was doing nothing to Lil Tim, nothing. His life was not in danger, but he chose to shoot instead of just fighting, right? So this man, OTF Vonni's father, says that these guys, he says Lil Durk knows about this. He said that Lil Durk, he talked to academics. He was on a stream where he called in academics and told them about everything. He even brought Whack 100, even came up on the line and called him a BA N-word, and just was disrespecting him, and he deserved it. Like, Whack 100 put him in his place for told him he failed as a father, all that. And he says he don't care about none of that. He's gonna tell the truth. He's a Muslim now, and I guess that when you convert over to when you're a Muslim, I guess, like, if you see a crime or if you know of a crime, you have to say what you saw. So this is him, I guess, following the steps of it and following in his religion. But look, man, blood comes before that. I don't care. You ever, like, right or wrong, I'm riding with my kids. Right or wrong, I'm riding with my loved ones. Like, you ever had a friend or a family member that you knew was wrong? They might have got into some stuff, but you still gonna ride for them, or you still gonna keep what was between y'all, even though they might be in the wrong. Like, this is that situation. It don't matter if your son was wrong or not. It's your son, dog. This your son. You broke all the father codes. You are not a father. Like that, that title is gone. You do not have that title. This shit makes fathers look bad. Like, puts a, like, I mean, this is a rare case. This is a rare case, right? I'm willing to bet most parents, most fathers are not going to come out and snitch on their sons, especially, and this is what I'm talking about, like, the streets is a lie, Especially, I could see if he was a 9-to-5 worker, I can maybe like kind of get it then. But even then, I'm a 9-to-5 worker. I wouldn't do this for my son. I wouldn't snitch on nobody, my son or not. But especially not my son or daughter. But you in the streets, and there's a code in the streets of not snitching. And you're a street guy, even though your religion, you change religion still, you can still have morals and principles. You're a street dude and you go and snitch on your son. Like, I can understand it a little bit if you was just a civilian, but you a street dude, you know the rules, you know how this goes, and you still snitched on your son. Man, you deserve 100 deaths. It was a soldier dies 1 death, a coward dies 1,000, right? This is one of those cases. So he not only snitching on his son, and he's wrapped up in this case, and supposedly there's text messages and stuff, and allegedly OTF Vonni is taking a plea deal, and in that plea deal he's probably snitching. He said there was some text messages saying that he's gonna get 5 to 7 years. Now, how do you get 5 to 7 years for a conspiracy, for assassination? You probably doing some telling. So he might be doing some telling too. We don't know for sure. It's alleged though, but it seems like it's pointing to that. But you just offer up this information, even if it is to save your own behind. So what? It's your son. I will rot in hell before I snitched on my sons, on my daughters, any of my kids. I would give up my own life before I do anything remotely like that. So Whack 100 gave him the business. As soon as he got on the phone, he called him a BA ninja. He straight up, like, he gave him the business. Y'all can go check that. It's on Academics page. I think he uploaded the stream. It's like an hour long or something, where he got Whack 100 on the phone and he's dogging him the whole time. And dude act like he don't care, but obviously and to really, first of all, if you willing to snitch on your son, your word is not bond. Your word cannot be trusted. So is this true that Dirk knew about this hit on? He said that he asked Lil Vonni. No, he said that Lil Durk asked OTF Vonni, is it up? Like, is he greenlit? Is it open on King Von? He said it's off the hinges. It's open. This is what Vonni told Lil Durk about the hit. So he's saying that Lil Durk knew, but if that's true, like, for that to be true, his word cannot be trusted. So if you snitch on your son, of course you're gonna lie about something like this. So your word is really non-existent. Your word cannot be trusted at all if you're the type of person that'll snitch on your son. So we gotta really take this with a big old grain of salt of what he's saying. This is why. This is what I'm talking about. Reality is stranger than fiction, man. We ain't got to make, like, I bet you 10, maybe 15, 10, I say 10 years, we're going to see 50 Cent making an OTF show. OTF or a Chicago show, or about this exact situation, about this beef, and about, like, all this stuff that's coming. Like, this is like a movie script, and this ain't a movie, dog. Like, this ain't a movie, dog. Like, this is real life. So watch 50 Cent make a show, or like he just did BMF and all the other shows he got. Watch him make one. I bet you he makes one on OTF and this whole situation. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Membership's $1.99 a month. Keep your head up and your eyes open. I'm out. You're now listening to the